Heat kills by pushing a human body beyond its limits. In extreme heat and high humidity, evaporation is slowed, and the body must work extra hard to maintain a normal temperature. Most heat disorders occur because the victim has been overexposed to heat or has overexercised for his or her age and physical condition. Older adults, young children, and those who are sick or overweight are more likely to succumb to the effects of extreme heat. Conditions that can induce heat-related illness include stagnant atmospheric conditions and poor air quality. Consequently, people living in urban areas may be at greater risk from the effects of a prolonged heat wave than those living in rural areas. Also, asphalt and concrete store heat longer and gradually release heat at night, which can produce higher nighttime temperatures known as the urban heat island effect. Let's start with some key terms. A heat wave. A heat wave is a prolonged period of excessive heat, often combined with excessive humidity. Heat index is a number of degrees Fahrenheit that tells you how hot it feels when relative humidity is added to the air temperature. Exposure to full sunshine can increase the heat index by 15 degrees. Heat cramps are muscular pains and spasms due to heavy exertion. Although heat cramps are the least severe, they are often the first signal that the body is having trouble with the heat. Heat exhaustion typically occurs when people exercise heavily or work in a hot, humid place where body fluids are lost through heavy sweating. Blood flow to skin increases, causing blood flow to decrease to vital organs. This results in a form of mild shock. If not treated, the victim's condition will worsen. Body temperature will keep rising and the victim may suffer from heat stroke. Heat stroke is a life-threatening condition. A victim's temperature control system, which produces sweating to cool the body, stops working. The body temperature can rise so high that brain damage and death may result if the body is not cooled quickly. Sunstroke, another term for heat stroke. So what can we do to prepare for extreme heat? The first thing we can do is install window air conditioners snugly. Insulate around them if necessary. Next thing is to check air conditioning ducts for proper insulation. A third tip is to install temporary window reflectors for both between the windows and drapes, such as aluminum foil covered cardboard to reflect heat back outside. And the last tip is to weather strip doors and sills to keep cool air in. Here are some tips for you when dealing with a heat emergency. The first one is to stay indoors as much as possible and limit exposure to sun. Stay on the lowest floor out of the sunshine if air conditioning is not available. Consider spending the warmest part of your day in a public building, such as a library, a school, a movie theater, shopping malls, and other community facilities. Circulating air can cool the body by increasing the evaporation rate of perspiration. Eat well-balanced, light, and regular meals. Avoid using salt tablets unless directed to do so by a physician. You should drink plenty of water. Persons with epilepsy or heart, kidney, or liver disease, or are on fluid-restricted diets or have a problem with fluid retention should consult a doctor before increasing fluid intake. Limit your intake of alcoholic beverages. Another tip is to dress in loose-fitting, lightweight, and light-colored clothes that cover as much of the skin as possible. Protect your face and head by wearing a wide brim hat. You should check on family, friends, and neighbors who do not have air conditioning and who spend much of their time alone. Never leave children or pets alone in closed vehicles. And the last tip is to avoid strenuous work during the hottest part of the day. Use a buddy system when working in extreme heat and take frequent breaks. When working in extreme heat, cooling towels like these can be very useful. And another note, for individuals working outdoors, sunscreen is always a good idea. For more information, check out the Indiana Prepared website through Purdue Extension at extension.purdue.edu/INPREPARED.